This man drank 30 cans of Pepsi a day for 20 years and spent a whopping $8.6 thousand annually. That is like just so crazy. By the way, this is 40inbox.com where we help you master your money. So, a man's Pepsi addiction has finally fizzled out after 20 years. Andy Curie, 41, used to down 30 cans of soda a day and spent over $8,600 a year, roughly $25 daily drinking it. Imagine spending $25 a day on Pepsi. On Pepsi. Okay? That's what people are now spending for filling up their gas is $25 a day, $35 a day, $40 a day. So, however, with the help of a hypnotist, Curry says he's finally cured. The grocery store worker from Bangor Wells has guzzled an estimated 219,000 cans of Pepsi, the equivalent of 7 million sugar cubes since he first started sipping it in his early 20s. And to be frank, I am shocked that he still has teeth. I am shocked that he hasn't had a heart attack. Like this amount of sugar, this amount of calories, this amount of just basically soda pouring on your enamel and all that kind of stuff. Like, oh, it's absolutely crazy. I've always loved the taste of a cold Pepsi. Nothing could beat it, and I just got hooked, he told Southwest News Service. By the way, keep in mind, he's a grocery store worker, okay? There are not many grocery store workers that actually make a lot of money. So I don't know how much he's making per year, but probably not a lot of money, and he's spending nearly $10,000 a year on just soda. Keep in mind, that doesn't include any of his other groceries. So, due to working night shifts for most of his supermarket career, Curry always liked the sugar rush to keep me going. Now, the problem with this, right? When you drink something, a lot of it as well, and you drink that all the time, you have to keep drinking more and more and more of it to end up getting a similar effect. So, for example, let's take a cup of coffee. You drink a cup of coffee every single day. Eventually, the cup of coffee isn't really going to be enough for you, so now you move to like a cup and a half of coffee. Now, 2 cups of coffee. Now, 3 cups of coffee, and so on and so on and so on if you are not careful, because you end up getting adapted to that level of caffeine, but also the habit as well, because you're addicted to the habit but you are desensitized to the caffeine. And by the way, Pepsi is also addictive in terms of the sugar content, the sweetness flavor, the habit of actually drinking it, and also the caffeine content. So, there's a lot of factors in him drinking like $25 worth of Pepsi every single day that many people are not even thinking about. Like, it's way bigger of like an addiction than some people might think. So let's see. The expensive habit cost him a fortune annually. However, he just needed to have it as soon as I woke up to carry on through the day. Curry recalled going to weddings and other events where other guests would sip on champagne, but he would crack open a can of fizzy pop. Now, personally, I'd rather drink a can of Pepsi than champagne because To be frank, champagne tastes like cardboard, but a recent trip to the doctor revealed that he was pre diabetic, which, to be frank, I am shocked that he is only pre diabetic. After all the stuff, all the drinks that he was drinking, he's only pre diabetic. And after gaining 266 pounds since early adulthood, and also at risk for heart disease and potential pancreatic cancer. Like, it's amazing that someone damaged their body so much and still is healthier than a lot of people. Like, that's how crazy that is. So, despite undergoing a rigid diet and exercise regimen, helping him lose 28 pounds, his Pepsi addiction remained. And this is the thing, right? Like $25 of Pepsi in terms of like the can amount per day. We're talking probably like a few thousand calories a day of just pure soda, which is crazy. So that's when Curry and his wife, Sarah, 39, contacted hypnotist David Kilmery. The London based therapist determined that Curry had avoidant restrictive food intake disorder, eating patterns that limit a variety of preferred foods and can cause poor growth and bad nutrition. So Kilmery hypnotized Curry for 40 minutes over a video conference online and recovered from his soda craving after just one session. Now, here's the thing, I am honestly very skeptical of something like this actually working out. If it did for him, props to him. The problem is, he's not just addicted to the actual soda. He's not just addicted to the sugar content. He's not just addicted to the caffeine content. He's also not just addicted to the habit of buying these sodas every day. He's also addicted to just all of it combined, right? All of these habits combined. And he's done this for years and years and years. And people can't just snap their fingers typically and just stop whatever it is that they're doing. So Curry drank water for the first time in 20 years after the hypnotherapy session seemingly cured of his affliction. Now, this is also the craziest thing as well, right? Technically speaking, if he had swapped his normal Pepsi cans to like a diet Pepsi version, he would probably have never actually gone to this hypnotist. He probably would never actually view himself as having basically a problem. And the reason for that is because his body weight would be dramatically lower. Like, we're talking like 200 plus pounds lower if he were to have done that. And the reason why I say that is because one of the biggest factors for people to like ruin their health or have their health costs increase later on in life, get diabetic, all that kind of stuff, right? Is their weight, right? And if you're drinking like 3,000 calories every single day in the form of soda, that's going to put a massive burden on your body and you're going to be packing on weight like crazy. But if you didn't do that, and instead of drinking the 3,000 calories, you were drinking 0 calories in the form of Diet Pepsi, yeah, like health wise, it's not going to be good for you, but it would be healthier for him in his specific situation just due to the sheer amount of calories that he was actually ingesting from the normal Pepsi cans. So, not only that, I mean, the cost to him financially would be different in terms of, again, health costs, but the cost of actually purchasing the product will remain the same. He would still be spending close to like $10,000 a year on soda, which is crazy. So over the following month, Curry dropped another 14 pounds. I haven't touched them in a month and don't plan to. I prefer water now. My wife Sarah says my skin looks better and I've got so much more energy, Curry claimed. I don't know what he said, but afterwards I just didn't want to drink it anymore, he said. Hopefully, hopefully, this is the case. I want him to do well. I want him to be healthy. I want him to live a long life. But I'm worried that this will not last for him, and I'm worried that potentially he could end up going back to drinking Pepsi and going deeper into it, like drinking like 50 cans a day. So Kilmery told Southwest News Service he was horrified that Curry drinks so much soda. This kind of addiction is very dangerous and puts huge pressure on your vital organs, the doctor said. It became a poison and a crutch to him. Since working with him, I am delighted to see him drinking water and healthy drinks. Whew. So let's check out some of the comments section. By the way, if you want to learn how to get out of debt and master your money, go to 40inbox.com. So can it be? U.S. eating habits have become bad, and diabetes, obesity, hypertension all seem to be on the rise. However, when it comes to some bizarre eating habits, UK seems to outdo the US. There was a case of a girl, Stacey Irving, who collapsed at age 17. Since age 2, she ate only chicken nuggets. The Pepsi can Andy Curry was drinking might have been a smaller size, but it is still a lot. Even if it was 150 milliliters rather than our US 355 milliliters 12 ounce, it is equivalent to 4.5 liters or 1.25 gallons. Forget Pepsi, even that much water is not good for a person in a day. If the soda cans are our US size, then it is around 3 gallons. I once tried the gallon of water a day system and in less than a week gave it up. I might drink a can of soda in 3 months. That will be Coke. Pepsi tastes horrible. I would rather drink horse or elephant stuff than that. Did he mention that he was the first person with type 43 diabetes? He's 41. Wow. He looks my age and I'm about to turn 57. I just turned 60 and he looks older than me. His wife looks like his daughter. If I lived in Wales, I'd drink 30 cans of Pepsi a day too, just to get through the boredom. 35 cans a day if I lived in Scotland. Isn't that why Scotch, whiskey, men's skirts, and golf were invented? When I think of Great Britain, I think of clouds, rain, dreary. I was kind of shocked to see London gets on average 275 days of sunshine, while the US gets 205. My perception was apparently wrong. I'd be surprised if he has any teeth enamel left, worse yet, the damage to his kidneys. All will surface irreparable in his 50s. Pepsi stock just tanked another 10% since he is drinking water now. I am 66 and I can count on one hand how many sodas I had in my entire life. Soda is poison. That's okay, I'll gladly drink your share. Lots of soda for me with pearly white teeth and a fantastic metabolism, as well as fabulous health. Pass me the sugar, please. Yeah, there's no way you can drink that much and only be pre-diabetic. The guy's got some serious health issues he needs to take care of. The thing is, it is possible. Like, the thing is, it's all about a person's genes, right? Like, everybody is built a little bit different. So, one person could drink one bottle of vodka and become a raging alcoholic. One person could drink 100 bottles of vodka back to back, like one per day, every single day, and at the end of it, not become an alcoholic. Like, there are some people who are more prone to certain types of issues. Does he spend the whole day in the bathroom peeing? Dirty cans? Come on. He's on to 10 bags of Cheetos now. He sure can't shop worth a D. You can buy 24 cans on sale for $7. Do the math, not near 8.6K. What's shocking is that he's only 23. I don't think he's 23. I think he's like 40 something. Those dark circles under the eyes tell me he's got kidney damage. How much insulin is he taking to counter all that sugar intake at his age? Dirty cans for $25? Did all that sugar make him stupid too? The only way you can spend that much on 30 cans is if you buy the majority of them one at a time instead of multi packs, of which most people buy on sale and stock up until the next sale. Why did the Dipsy Doodle wife put up with expense? Put rural Coke back into Coke and I might try a few again, otherwise, I'm kinda over soda. Why is this news? Doesn't list how many cavities he has. Lucky to be alive, sodas are pure poison. Either way, I thought this was actually a pretty interesting article. The thing is, a lot of people need to be really careful with what they're putting in their body, not just mentally speaking, health speaking, but also financially speaking. Right? Like things can really add up if you're not careful. And you see these with like, those girls that end up like shopping at like Starbucks with their like daily coffee or whatever, Frappuccino or something, right? And they're spending like almost like $7 to $8 a day on a coffee, one coffee, right? This guy is spending, like almost $30 a day on soda cans, right? It's like this stuff adds up. And like to put into perspective, right? Like just imagine how much you're spending on gas if you're filling up your car, like if you got a car that runs on gas. Like that like incremental increase in the gas price doesn't seem like much, but the amount that you're paying on a monthly basis is massive now, right? Like what you were paying on gas, like for gas, like 1 to 2 years ago, has been doubled, right? So if you were spending like $400 a month, like 1, 2 years ago, now you're spending close to $800 on gas per month. Like that's how crazy it's getting, right? But that's also how you can kind of like see a small increase on like basically a daily expense can add up to being something really massive. Not to mention the amount of money that he spent on this Pepsi for okay, basically, this is the sad reality. If he had put this like 8.6 thousand dollars annually into like a Roth IRA for these past 20 years into like an S&P 500 index fund or mutual fund, he'd probably be close to having $1 million in his retirement account. So basically, another way to look at this is that him drinking the 30 cans of Pepsi a day basically cost him in becoming a millionaire. Like, that's crazy when you think about it. You drinking Pepsi cost you the millionaire status. By the way, again, if you want to learn how to get out of debt and master your money, go to 40inbox.com.